Hello and good evening, everyone. Hope you guys are doing fine. Well, my name is Sanjeev Tripathi, and I am here taking a webinar on how to raise your salary by 3x in IT industry. Okay. I'm a full stack developer specialized in UI and UX, and I recently, left my job and get another job and raise my salary by three times almost. So I thought maybe this is the YourEngineer providing a great platform to share my insights, my journey, and what you can expect, what you cannot expect to all of the engineers out there. So here I am, and I want to welcome you all, everyone who have joined the meeting and who have joined this webinar. Everyone, I think almost 30 students have already joined. So yeah, let's start, everyone. So the structure of this whole webinar will be very clear. First, I will tell you some of the things that you require to how to start by changing your roles, changing your job, and how to plan your whole job hunting journey, and how to plan everything, how to sort your job and everything. I'm going to tell you. After after doing that, what I am going to do is I'm going to tell you one by one the steps for it. Okay, that what you need to do, how you have to do that, everything I'm going to tell you about. Okay, so let's start. Uh, Welcome you all. Welcome to this webinar. Yeah. So welcome you all. Welcome to everyone. So first of all, if you are willing to change your job role or change your job status, first thing what you need to be in mind. First thing you need to do according to me is you have to make up your mind. Okay. So what I did when I was searching for the job and when I was looking for the job, I first make up my mind. So first the thing is I make up my mind. So before giving the resignation to my previous company, I haven't got any job. Okay. So first day I make up my mind that yeah, I will change my job. So luckily that in my company, the notice period is of the 90 days, but it's not necessary for everyone. Okay, maybe in your company the notice period is of the 30 days, 40 days. So I always say that make everything in advance. Like if your notice period is 30 days, agar notice period follow 30 days, so always go for have an advance offer letter in your hand before going for the resignation. Okay? But whenever you start the job hunting, now make sure that this is going to be a long process. This is going to be a month, 1.5 month process. Everything is not going to be on the tip of your finger. Okay, on the snap of finger, you are not going to get the job you want or you dream about. So this is the long process because guys, if someone will be contacting me, I will be contacting someone, I will be mailing someone, someone will be mailing me. These kind of things usually take 15 to 20 days. So yeah, this is a long process. So always be prepared in your mind that this is the long process. And the process is one more thing that I need to tell before starting the session. The whole process of the job hunt is very exhausting. Because sometimes you get rejection, sometimes you are not getting the salary you are expecting, sometimes you are doing something but it's not clicking, it's not hitting the goal line. So this process is very exhausting. So you have to make up your mind. You have to be ready with the thick skin that yeah, a no can come. Um, I cannot get a salary what I wanted. All these things will be there. Okay, so you have to be ready. What is the first thing that you have to do when you are hunting for a job? When is the right time? First, okay. First of all, I am not talking about the freshers. Okay, if you are a fresher, you can get a job by the campus placement, or always try to get a job. As a fresher, always try to get a job. To all the freshers out there for the engineers, I have only one suggestion to you all: get a job. Do not worry about that. What is the package? Do not worry about that. Always make a minimum viable package like 6 lakh, 7 lakh, make that the minimum package. Okay. But after that, there's no need to, there's no need to worry about. Okay, if you are getting 7 lakh, do not get intimidated by anyone that, yeah, my friend is getting 30 lakh, I'm getting 6 lakh. No. First goal of a fresher is to get a job, then any other. Because if you will do well, if you have a lot of skills, if you are good in the skills like data structure, algorithm, and back-end development, you can get 26 lakh, 30 lakh rupees of the packages SD even in Google or Amazon. Although, if not, you can get a good job at Infosys thesis also at a 5 lakh, 4 lakh, 6 lakh. And both are the equally good. Both are equally good. Because after the 2 years of the experience, you can also become SD at Amazon. And the person who was SD1 at the Amazon can also become SD at Amazon. So there is no difference. Okay. Amazon SD2 exam for the Amazon has no eligibility like you have to be SD1 or you have to be some kind of packages to apply for our job. Anyone can apply for SD2 job. If you have the 2 or 2.5 years of experience, you can always go for the SD job. Okay. Minimum requirements is 3 years, but they usually take 2.5 years also and 3 years also in the consideration. If you have a good skills and good knowledge and everything. So when is the right time? Here we are talking about the people who have already had job and now want to switch them. Okay, now want to raise their salary, raise their production and everything. So when is the right? Do not take do not think about taking another job until unless it's 2 years in an industry. Okay, because no one will take you serious until unless you will spend 2 years in a company. And I am telling you the reason for that. Because whenever you join a company, first 3 to 4 months is all spent in learning. Okay, how company works, what are the things, what is the CTC. You are the only rookie who came from a college, a new kind of person who do not have the knowledge of the production level code and everything. And when company are hiring an experienced person, there's a reason they are hiring an experienced person because they want their production to be raised. They want their production to be raised. So if the production should be raised, there should be a person who can write a production level of code, a person who will do less error, who know that how company system works. So it always takes 1 or 1.5 years to understand that how a company works. So until unless you have spent 2 years in a company, do not think about switching the job. So after 2 years, you will think about switching the job. So when is the right time? Right time is after 2 years you have been in the industry or you have been to a company. Okay? Then is the right time to switch. What is the second thing? Where to find it? Now, guys, I'm not joking, but posting on the LinkedIn will not going to get you a job. Posting on the LinkedIn like, yeah, I'm looking for the job. If you guys can, comment for the better reach or can share. No, this will not going to get the job. Job hunting is a great process. It's a good process. It's a exhausting. It's a long process. Just writing a LinkedIn post is not going to get a job. Okay. So, is LinkedIn really worth for the job? No, I don't think so. LinkedIn is the best place to get a job. So, whenever you apply some job on the LinkedIn, whenever you apply some job for the LinkedIn, whenever I was applying for the job on the LinkedIn, I was not just applying. I was not only just applying. So let me tell you how get a process to for the LinkedIn job. How to make a process for the LinkedIn. So I will open my LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn. So I was looking for the UI development portfolio. So I write front-end developer. I want jobs. So let's say there is a job. Okay, here you can make it filter out everything what you want. That experience level, okay, company, the date posted, what is the thing you want, job type, full time, part time, everything. Even the location also. Let's say I live in Mumbai. So I want a job in the. So how to go for the job? Always how to go for the job. So let's say this is a company. So there's a job description, and there's an option called easy apply. I will easy apply. Now, when I will easy apply something, it will get noticed when this job will close. Now, this is 7 hours ago, 70 applicants. Now, see the competition. In 7 hours, 70 applicants are already there. So, you are already in the 70, and this job is going to be there for at least in that 1 week, almost more than 500 applicants will be there. So, how you will, you will look different from them. How will you look different from them? So, let's say, first of thing, what I did during my all this, job hunting process, I applied their job, okay, and then I always message the hiring team. Either I can mail the hiring team, you can either mail them, or you can message them. Okay, that yeah, that I am applying for this and I have this kind of experience and skill. And for the better thing, share the resume also on the, okay, that I have applied for this job, and maybe you will look into it and everything. So always go what no one is expecting from you. Always go there where no one is expecting from you. And most of my job offer I got from there one, because I did that. I never get shy. I never get hesitated to send someone mail, because I wanted the job. I do not want to put on the LinkedIn that I want job or something like that. That will not work. Now, guys, after the LinkedIn, where to find job? After the LinkedIn, the most and very important and very great platform for the job hunting is, first of all, Naukri.com. Naukri.com is the one of the oldest job hunting platform in the India. It was when the internet first started in India, then the Naukri.com established in India. So it is the one of the best platform to job hunt, because it actually gives your data to recruiter. You do not have to there apply for the job. That is the secondary thing on the Naukri.com. You have to just create your better profile on the Naukri.com, and the recruiter will start contacting you. The first day when I created the Naukri.com profile, I got 8 calls. 8 calls in one day for the job, and they just mailed me, and I got the bouquet of mail in my email account to apply for the job, and I have applied for it. I have applied for these things. Okay, so Naukri.com always helps. YourEngineer is also one of the platform that I have tried, and I got a lot of offers from there also. And YourEngineer also provide job, but for the very engineer specific people, all engineers, mechanical engineers, IT engineers, computer engineers. So these are the some platforms that where you can find a job. Now LinkedIn, but LinkedIn you have, because LinkedIn is very distant. So LinkedIn always go for the personal connection. Okay, Naukri.com, and third is Monster. Okay, third platform is Monster. These are the three platforms where you can find the job. How to do the job sorting? How to do the job sorting? So job sorting is very important. That you have to make a list. You have to make a list that you want a work from home profile. You want the location. Okay. Second thing, whether you want a job at your location, or you want to relocate to some location. Okay. Whether you want job in that profile or some other profile. Now let me give you an example. I was full stack developer in my previous company, and I was very much confident in the front end development. Okay. And when I started looking for the job, someone came to me and said, "You do data analytics are very much in demand right now. So if you will learn the data analyst, if you will become data analyst, if you will go for the data analytics, that will give you a good amount." No, don't do that. Always for the job sorting, confident in yourself. Confident in yourself. Job sorting means you have to make a proper listing of all the kind of things you want. What kind of position you want, what kind of packages you want, okay, what kind of company you want. Now, what is the kind of company that you can work for? You can work for a company in three types: service-based company, product-based company, okay, and third is startup. startup. Okay. So first of all, service-based company. Service-based company are like Infosys, TCS, Accenture, Wipro, and Tech Mahindra, L&T, Infotech. There are the service-based. Service-based company are those company who provide someone else a service. There will be a client and they will provide service to that. Okay. And product-based company have their own product like Zomato, Amazon, Google, all the farm company. All these are the product-based company. So basically, if you say about the product-based company, guys, uh, this will be going to be a little bit difficult. Okay, so you have to first of all make sure that whether you are ready for that or not. Okay? Because if you see the level of in the service-based company and product-based company, both are very very different, very different. Okay, because in the product-based company you have a deadline, always have a deadline. Okay? In service-based company you have to answerable to client, not the end users. Okay? So product-based company are so second product-based company never work on the direct recruitment. Product-based company never work on the direct recruitment. What is the direct recruitment? LinkedIn job, Naukri.com job. Okay, all the jobs are the direct job. Okay, direct posted job by the recruiting team. But the companies that are product-based companies, Zomato, or Swiggy, Paytm, all these companies do not directly hire you. Okay. Now, to do the job sorting, you also need a lot of referrals, and referrals are great. So let's say that I want to work at Amazon. I want to work at Accenture. Okay. So in the service-based company, Accenture give you a great package. In the product-based company, Amazon give you a great package. Amazon, Atlassian, these all give you a great package. So if I want to work at Accenture, first of all, I will see through my connection that who are the people who is actually working in Accenture, who are actually working in the Accenture. And that is how I got job. That I am here just telling you my journey. So I went for the Accenture. I see that yeah, one or two of my connections are already working on Accenture. I have politely messaged them. I requested them to please refer to me in your company. Okay. And then the next day they have referred. And next to next day I got a call from that. Now, what is the why? Why this happened? Because companies are also looking for the people who are there. And for that, no, this is a very psychological advantage. There is very psychological reason for that. That why referrals always. Referral works 70 times more than the direct applying for the job. So why? Let's say that you so why referral? The basic very psychological reason is behind this. Let's say that you are a friend with someone, and someone come and ask you for 500 or 1,000 rupees. Okay, you will hesitate to give them money, lend them money, or give them work or something like that. But one of your friend called that I am sending someone, please give him 500 rupees. You will definitely give them because there's a trust factor. There's a person working in that company whose trust factor is there. Even bank also give you loan when you give a guarantor. So referral always works. Referral always works 70% more than the uh, uh, direct applying for the job. So this is how you do the job sorting. Okay, be make up your mind that what kind of job. Okay. Next. Now stop overdoing. Stop overdoing things means when you create a profile on Naukri.com, na, in a week you can get almost 30 to 40 recruiters call. But it's not necessary to do everything. Okay, do not overdo things. Do not get desperate for the job. Okay, do not get desperate for the job. Do not overdo things. So overdoing means any company, any recruiter is asking you something and you are just going for that. First of all, ask them questions. Okay, that which company you are talking about. Okay, see about the company, what that company is doing. Is that company is old? Is that company is reliable? Is my job safe there? Everything you have to do that. Okay, so it's great to apply for the 10 good companies, then 100, just 100 and 150, send you 100 and 150 resume. No, that's not good. Send to the 10 best resume to the best job application. So stop overdoing. Overdoing will always exhaust you so much. Okay, overdoing will always exhaust you so much that you will be always worry that reply is not coming from there, reply is not coming from there. Okay, you have applied, and then sometimes that kind of thing happens that you will also not remember. So after 50 days, 20 days, someone will call you that we have called you for this job and you have an interview, and you will also not remember. Okay, I've applied for that. So whatever you apply for, make a list that you applied for this job on this day. I have created an Excel sheet for that. That I have applied for this particular job in this company on this day. Okay. And I never go for the 100, 150 company. I went for the 10 to 12 company. I was confident that I can get any job from any. Next thing, networking is networking is very important. Okay. So what are the things? What are the networking? How can we do the networking? There are a lot of technical recruiters. There are a lot of technical recruiters in India. Okay, go on LinkedIn, search for the technical recruiters, people who are recruiting. Okay, and if they are saying that they are hiring for this particular role and everything, do not go in the comment. Do not go in the comment and see, yeah, I am interested. I am interested in the comment is the least, going to give you the least. I'm interested in the comment is going to give you the list. Click on their profile, message them, and not directly message them, hi, I'm looking for this. Create a better message. I had a message created with me just for the recruiter. Okay. That, yeah, hi, how are you? Waiting for the day. And uh, from your one of the posts, I got to know that you are looking for something, and I am also looking for such a job opportunity. And I'm sending you a resume. I want you to please look into it and looking forward for the further talk if you're interested. So make them interested in yourself rather than showing that you are interested. That is the best, way to sell yourself, best way to network yourself toward the company, toward the people who are working for the good company. So networking is important for the recruitment also. Networking is important for the referral. So now come to the next thing. Okay, you went for the recruitment, and now is your job is there. Okay, now your job is there. Now your interview is there. Everything is sorted. Your resume gets shortlisted, and everything is there. Now know your work. Know your work means that uh, whatever my package was and whatever I wanted, I said that I will go maximum to 3 times of that. Maximum to 3 times of that. I'm not going to overvalue myself, and I'm not going to undervalue myself. See, you always listen that is, heard that story in your childhood, na, that lalach puri bala hai kind of thing. Greed is very bad. So do not even overvalue yourself, and do not get intimidated just because your friend or some of your colleague got that kind of job. Okay, my dear colleague will get, is getting 50 lakh, 45 lakh, 42 lakh, and you always think that what is your worth? What is your worth? What are the things that you know? And would you be better working for that much money? So always know your worth. Do not overvalue yourself. Okay. Do not say that okay, my student got the 40 lakh of the job, I can also get the 40 lakh of the job. So I want, no, I can get. Now there's a difference between can get and want. Do you want 40 lakh rupees of job, or you can get 40 lakh rupees of job? So always know your worth. Do not overvalue yourself, and do not undervalue also yourself. Do not get inferior and say that no, I can work for this much money also. No, make the range that I will work between this to this. Like I will work between 21 to 25 lakh. Now that is my range. Okay, I will not go under that. I will not go over that. Sometimes you can get surprised that from from front the company will offer you more than what you were expecting. So always go your what? Always go with the balance. Always go with the balance. Because valuation, putting the valuation of yourself and putting valuation of yourself is very important. It's like getting a government contract. If you overvalue something, you will lose the contract. If you undervalue, you will face the loss. So you have to give perfect amount. Stick with the skills you are good. Now that is very, very, very important. Okay. Someone is saying that you are saying that yeah, like I was at the development and I was good at the AngularJS and React.js and very great at both of the skills. So someone asked me that Sanjeev, we are always working for the we are only looking for the Vue.js. Now I am not going. Okay, okay, no problem, sir. I will learn the Vue.js. No, why should I? I say, okay, no problem, sir. Thank you so much for the call and thank you so much for the question. But yeah, I have the knowledge of the React.js and stick with the skills you are good with. You will do much better than learning some skill in 2 days for something. So if you are good in the back end, stick with that. Okay. If you're good in the front end, stick with that. And if you're really looking job in some other profile, start learning that profile 6 months, prior. Okay. So if I will start looking for the job in the data analytics in the July 2020, I should have started learning data analytics in December. I will give 6 months time for that. Just because that I'm getting a job offer for the data analytics, so I will learn data analytics in 15 days and I will get the job. That will not work. Okay, once you will get the job, once you will crack the interview, interviewer are very, very clever. Okay, they know that you have just learned this. They have the question. They will have the question that only of people who have worked on that project will. So stick with the skills. Job description are important. Very, very important. Whenever you go for the interview, first of all, read JD thoroughly. Read job description thoroughly. That what company are looking for. Prepare your answer according to that. Okay. Do not, try to be smart there. Do not try to be over smart there. Okay, that you know also that, you know also that. So, I mean, for me, I knew backend, I knew frontend, I knew database, I knew deployment, testing, all these things I knew. But I was applying for the front end profile. So I never went in the interview and said, sir, I know deployment also, I know AWS also, I know that skill also, I know testing, Jenkins, all things. So I never do that. I never did that. The thing I did that I always done the job description. They are looking for a front end developer. I am going to talk about front end development only. Other than that, I'm not going to talk about it. Now that was my stand. Job descriptions are important, and always interviewer gets very excited and very happy when someone stick with the job description, and they do not want to hire any over smart. Okay, communication is the sister of negotiation. Exactly. I have written that, and I always believe that you can negotiate yourself only if you are good at communication. Do not fumble. Do not get confused. Do not show yourself inferior. Okay, raise your voice. Make a good pitch. Okay, and make your communication skill very better. Be a good listener. First of all, be a good listener to be a good talker. I always believe that be a good listener to be a good. So whenever I deal with HR who is negotiating a salary or something, I first listen to his or her whole whatever they want to tell me. Okay, that we are offering this your fixed salary, this will be your variable salary, everything. Now once I have every information, okay, once I have every information, now I will negotiate. That is much I want. Okay, negotiate with strength only. Okay, now whenever you will get your first job, that will depend on your CV, whatever your previous. Then when you get the first offer, then your second offer will be about your first offer. Okay? and also what are you worth. Okay? And recruiters and interviewer always know that what you are worth. They always know what you are worth. Bring something on table. Bring something on table. Okay? Bring something on table means what? So this is a very simple thing. That always when we apply for the job, now when people apply for the job, I always see that. And when I was in the previous my company, I also took some of the interviews, and I always think that the person who is in front of me always thinking about himself. Okay, always thinking about himself that I should get this job, I will get this job, and I will do this, I will learn that, I will learn that. No, whenever you are going for the interview, you are going for the work for someone. So you should bring something on table. Okay, how you can make someone else's work easy. That is your job. Your job is not to make your life only easy. Someone is hiring you to make their life easy, their company work easy. Okay, so if someone is asking me, okay, so you know front end development? Yes sir, I know front end development, and I also know how to write a production level of the. I also know how to do the unit testing of the front end development, so that will save a lot of time of you. So I am something bringing extra. So what will happen? Now they know that if they will hire me, they can pay me 1.5 time of the salary, and they can get a tester also and developer also. So I am bringing something better on the table. So always bring something on the table that is different from us. People learn the skills like React.js, AngularJS. People learn skills like Power BI for the data analytics, and they said that to the interviewer that sir, I know React.js. Okay, you know React.js. 20 other people who are in the line also know the React.js. What is the difference that you know? Do you know that how can you manage the SEO of a website? Do you know how to manage the SEO of an application? Now that is something bringing on the table. That is how you can make companies like it. They do not have to hire the search engine optimization. You are there to manage their SEO while working on the website, while developing the website. That is something bringing on the table. Okay? Because other people who are in the line, they are not they are not fooled. They have applied for this. They have also this. They have also read the GD and came for the. If you will give, you will get. That is the perfect thing that is. Okay, always try to say that what you can provide. Okay, what you can provide them. Okay? And be confident in yourself. Okay? First thing of the negotiation and first rule of going to the interview and negotiate your salary or do anything is do not make yourself in. Okay? I was always that I wanted this much salary. Okay, I will not work below that salary. Okay? If you will give me thousands of bucks, I don't care. I want this much salary, so I want this much salary. And I am confident. And the salary you are asking for, that should look on your face. Okay, that should scream on your face that yeah, you are confident that you are worth that salary. And you're confident that this particular company is not going to provide you this much money. Some other company will provide you because you are that perfect. But if you will start negotiating with the strength that you have those much things, whatever I have proved, that yeah, you have something extra, you have the skill and you have the perfection in those skills, you have everything in the hand, you have all the information in the hand, you have all the need of the interviewer in the hand, then you can negotiate. Always make a list of them. Always go prepared in an interview. Okay. Always think that my second. Whenever you go for the interview, always remember the project you have worked because the most of the time they have want to know that what kind of project you have worked. Okay. So always remember of the company what the company is doing. Like I went for the interview for the Airtel Labs, and I know that they are trying to create a new payment transaction application. So I worked on that. I see a lot of projects on that and a lot of information on that of the financial knowledge, of the transactional knowledge, and every okay of the secure transaction, the little bit of blockchain. So I, researched about all these. Then I went for this. Okay. Then I went for there, and my interview went very well. So these are the things that were required when you are going for the job. And if you will do this thing, 3x is the minimum range I am assuring. 3x is the minimum range I am assuring. All right. And third thing is last thing, keep hustling, guys. Okay. As I have told on the start also, that the job hunting is not going to be a very small or slow process. It's going to be a very tough, exhausting, and a long process. Okay, you will be lucky if you will get an offer in 10 days. Okay, so keep hustling, keep patient, be patient. Okay, do not go that, yeah, I have rejected this much time, I have rejected, but yeah, you will get rejected because you cannot satisfy everyone. That is the one thing, or one rule, one pinpoint rule of the world. You cannot satisfy everyone. So keep hustling, be confident in yourself, be believe in yourself, and you will get there whatever you. And if you will do all these things, this is assured that the 3 times rate is the minimum thing that you can get better also. Okay, so it's all about giving your valuation. It's all about sticking with the skills you have, getting the proficient in all these skills and all these. All right, guys. So I hope that this session was, you know, very much informative for you, and you know, so that will help you. And if you want any kind of help, if you want any kind of suggestion or anything, you can always contact me on LinkedIn also, or you can contact me on my mail. Okay. And I am sharing my both of the things, my LinkedIn profile and my mail uh, the screen. And you can, for more engineering stuff, your engineer is creating a community for all the engineers out there. You can check them out. You can create a your account there, and join a lot of groups for the recruitment, for the academics, for the skill and everything. And it's a great platform, guys.